I'm Ralph Busch, Superintendent for Toth Construction, coming to you live from the job site trailer here at the R&R job. I'm going to share with you one of the Busch family traditions for Thanksgiving, the recipe for making Goetta. This is actually an old German recipe brought to this country by German immigrants who settled in the Cincinnati, Ohio area where my father grew up. The Busch family usually gathers the day before Thanksgiving, and we cook up a batch of this and serve it up for breakfast on Thursday morning. So to start, you'll need a big pot in which to cook everything, and you'll need a wooden bowl and a chopper like that. The ingredients are 7 to 8 pounds of pork spare ribs, 1.5 onions, large onions that are quartered, some salt for you to taste, water, and 4 to 5 cups of steel oats, and then 4 to 5 teaspoons of Mrs. Dash seasoning mix. So you take the pork and the onions and the salt and you put it all in your big pot and fill it up with water until it pretty much covers all the ingredients, and set that on to simmer, and it'll usually take like an hour and a half or until the meat falls off the bones, and then you can stop the simmer. So then once that's done, take the pork out of the pot and set it aside for it to cool, and then remove the bones and the onion from the pot, and now you're left with broth. So now everything is kind of cooled off. You can bring the broth back up to a boil, and you add your 4 to 5 cups of the steel cut oats, and then while that is coming up to a boil, you put the pork into your wooden chopping bowl and chop this all up just as fine as you can, and then put it into the pot and set everything to simmer. And so over time then, the water will start to cook off everything. The steel oats will absorb the water, and you'll be left with a mixture that has a consistency of like a thick oatmeal or a thick porridge. And as my mom always said, you know when it's done when the wooden spoon stands up in the pot all by itself. So then you just let the whole mixture cool, and you can put it into some small tubs for freezing or into the refrigerator. And then the next morning, we serve it up with breakfast and cook it like you would hash browns. So you slice it into like 1/2 inch thick, almost like a slice of bread, and then fry it up just like you would hash browns, crispy brown on both sides, and serve it up with your eggs, and you have a fine breakfast on the morning of Thanksgiving. The other tradition that we have, as all of our families have, is that we're thankful for our blessings in life. And one of my blessings is to be able to work for Toth Construction, and I want to thank Eric and Klaus for providing a wonderful company culture in which us to work, and I also want to thank all of our customers for giving us the opportunity to build wonderful projects for them. Thank you.